Aye. Is there aught you require, sir?
Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now.
That explains the harmony betwixt us.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome...
What's this? We're trapped!
Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard! Where the Cyclops, Master? It's time for an attack. To inform the people of Hvnt will be useful. Shall we go once more?
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
Tis not every day one happens upon a material so rare.
We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Ox carts make for relatively... I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
Did anyone else see that? Aught catches the light?
We ought to take a closer look.
We're setting out.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd use.
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
I'll not stand for this.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I've got to focus. Shift's only just begun.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Your anger is well justified, and I shan't deny you it. However, I am obliged to make you aware of your situation. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consarn it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then. You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever.
I hope the day ahead shall be a joyous one. I only hope your memories of our journey are as fond as mine, Arisen.
Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here. I'm well glad to be traveling by your side again. A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands. Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
I welcome rumors of any sort, my friend.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Tell is, Vermund was once a beast-ridden kingdom. You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. I'll serve with redoubled vigor this day.
I've about had my fill of this place. Such quietude.
Oh dear. What am I to do? Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not. I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map. You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
Indeed, you are correct.
We must rest. Though the sun is... I return safe and sound, and I dare say wiser for my travels. The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. He's here, I can let down my hair. This place is too comfortable. I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
Here we go again.
The battle cannot be avoided. 'Tis fight or die. By your lead. Well done. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Well done, Master.
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
Fear not. I shall aid you directly.
Steel yourself. You're made of tougher stuff.
Would that such tranquility commands. True enough.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
The battle continues.
I'm on my way. Resist if you can.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Bones. Walking bones.
Lightning is ineffective against this foe. kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Stand firm. Do not let down your guard, even for a moment.
Perhaps we ought to save our strength for worthier foes.
Good enough. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and on my way.
I am saved. Thank you, Arisen. Imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? I'd fain lead the way, if you would be so kind as to follow me.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
We have reached our destination.
I am in awe of your powers of detection. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here. Let me get that. drenched! Fell from the beast as it breathed its last. Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use. We ought to take a closer look. Ye are really pushing your luck.
A ballista is a ranged weapon.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
Not necessarily easier to counter.
Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon topple.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. 'Tis not long till daybreak, Master.
The sun will always rise again.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it. One moment. I believe we are bound for... Yes, I know the place. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
I say we set out at once. The sooner we arrive, the sooner we find out what we're dealing with.
Here we are.
Keep your eye...
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen.
Leave the finding of equipment enhancement.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Well fought, Arisen. We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet routed. I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Venom harpies! Avoid their venom at all costs! Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
Would anyone care to push?
Stilling its pulse with no means.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Methinks I know where that is. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
It would seem we've little choice but to set out for the place.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
We've got goblins!
Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Proceeding ill-prepared invites an early grave.
Of course. I cannot fault your prowess.
I merely did as duty demands.
Well said.
Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner.
Faster, I will harm. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
My magics are yours to command, should you require the skills of a mage. Might I be of assistance? Allow me to check whether there's aught nearby.
Be sure not to overlook anything. I'd wager our merry band can have...
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
True enough.
Well done, Master! Look there! I espy another statue.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it? Make much out from here. But I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Methinks I can make it over there. Might I be of assistance? I would be glad to demonstrate the efficacy of my mage skills, should you desire magical assistance. Might I be of assistance? Allow me to check whether there's aught nearby.
Be sure not to overlook anything. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
The sun has yet to set. We could rest here now or press on a while longer.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside. Are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Battle is best avoided here.
Come on, don't drag this out. Where are you,
Be ready! Our foes are armed! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
my magics grant you an elemental boon.
You schemed your luck. Come on!
Execution.
Try for the same result with our next attack.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
In every age, when the Arisen...
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. Would you mind coming over here? We're here, Master.
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
You're gonna regret that.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering. Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Arisen! Are you alright?
Watch yourself. must be ever.
He's scraping by.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn
This
my
looks
bread.
as good a place as any.
What did I do to do?
Shall we get some rest then? I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Without its charm.
Suffer so.
That's it! I've had enough! Clear off! And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly!
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call the sentinels on you again. Are we clear?
For a lad of his age to be unable to shop.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you. You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you. Oi, sir. We've started selling that medicine you gave me at our shop. Why don't you come see?
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melve? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other. For all my chiding. Once she... Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, you?
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing... I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of exceptional craftsmanship. Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to purchase it. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be gone. If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay every last coin. Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Or are you sure? Oh, many thanks. I shall repay you anon, you've my word.
Not you again! I thought I made myself quite clear.
Ah, but I've brought the gold this time. I assume that changes things.
Oh, well, I If you've got the gold, then you're welcome to spend it. This is the one you've been eyeing, isn't it? Go on then. Take it.
My thanks. I finally have what I came for, and worry not, you'll have your coin back in good time, I promise you.
He seems a young man of deep...
I'm afraid I must be going now. Thank you again for your aid.
Gather round! Treat your ears to it.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated. Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off the page. He delved a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by
They say the Sovereign was bathed in the dragon's fell flame. Such that his countenance was burned beyond recognition.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Yeah? What is it?
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
This really is fine craftsmanship. Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, it might be just what I need to find my aim. You gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Well met, son. How was of your son?
As they say. I can't wait to see what...
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it...
I'll go and open the chest.
Now, listen.
I've heard there's a means to tell if someone who claims to be arisen is in fact the real thing. See, there's an oracle up in the palace, whose powers allow her to divine whether the arisen yet lives. There's only one arisen in the world, so no matter how many pretenders come forth, the oracle can see through their lies. Although, come to think of it, is that really proof? Does the oracle know who the arisen is, or only that they exist?
No harm can come of a bit of kindness, I always say.
Say, have you been to Hvnt? 'Tis a quaint little village down by the sea. Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did. And rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. But the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
'Twill ne'er get done if I stand around talking.
Got to earn my coin while I'm still able.
They say the Sovereign's up in the palace, recovering from his battle wounds. Seems driving away the dragon took quite a toll on our liege. The tell is, the beast's flames burnt him black as tar. 'Tis a right miracle he yet lives, if you ask me.
I've things to do, if you don't mind. Well met, sir. You'd best make yourself scarce.
What should I do? What to do? What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers there ever were.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
I don't like this place at all.
Can't remember the last time I...
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good. A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
Might I beg but a moment of your time? A moment's prayer can do a world of good. Might I beg but a moment of your time?
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information, are we? If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
Make it quick. I ain't got all day.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
If you've naught of consequence to say, hush up, or be gone.
Steel yourself, and we shall not fall here.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
None of us is...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I... Many thanks. May fortune... Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Might I propose we seek out new information?
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept, and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
We'd best report back.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
This is generally used as a material.
I fear I've much to attend to.
I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our...
How are we to get through this door?
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
Indeed, you are correct.
Over here!
It's above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here.
Indeed, you are correct.
To spend?
Battle is best avoided here.
Hi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting. Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the Gracious Hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Indeed, you are correct.
Someone to talk to?